Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be showing you that how basically we can build out a alarm system inside our uh, application. So inside Tkinter. So basically if I launch this Tkinter application, so what you will see right here, we can select our date. You will choose this from date picker. We will choose today's date, which is 28 July 2023. The date is automatically selected. Now we need to set the alarm. So this is 24 hours clock, guys. So we need to write like this. For 10 we need to write 22 colon and then provide the minutes. So we need to set 14, the future date and time. And then for the second I will select here 25, and we can even select the alarm sound, guys. This mp3 file will automatically appear whenever the times comes, and we can have also write the notification message which will show to the screen once ever your alarm is done. So now guys, if I click set alarm, so now as soon as the time comes, guys, you will see the current time is running right here. As soon as the time comes, this message will show on the screen that this is a notification message. So as soon as this time comes here, so it is now reaching this time here, second here, which is 23:24. And now guys, you will see this message has taken place. This is a notification message. So in this easy way, guys, you can create this awesome little desktop application. You can set the date and time. You can also select your favorite sound and select your notification message. You haven't heard the sound because I turned off the volume, guys. So you can set any alarm sound of your choice. So all the source code, guys, I have given in the description of the video. You can check out the source code of this application. So now let's get started by building this application. So the very first thing you need to do, we need to install two modules, which is tkCalendar. This is the first module we need to install, and the second module is play sound. So these are the two modules that we need to install for this application. We are using Tkinter web framework for building this desktop application. So first of all, we will import Tkinter, and from Tkinter we need to import a message box and also file dialog. And then we need to import DateTime and the time module. These are two built-in modules of Python. And from play sound module, which we installed, guys, this basically used to play sounds inside our Tkinter application. And from tkCalendar, which we have installed, we need to import our calendar, which will be shown to the user. And now we will be basically be creating a class, guys, which will alarm clock app. Let me call that. And inside this we will have a constructor, guys. So inside this constructor we will basically say self root is equal to root, and we will basically set the title of the application, which will be alarm clock. And after that, guys, we will set the geometry of the application. So geometry typically means the width and the height. This will be 400 by 400. And here we will declare three variables, guys. Alarm date, this will be a string value, so string var. And similarly we will have the second variable, which will be for the alarm time. And next we will basically have the sound which will play whenever your time comes. This will also be a string variable, and the notification message. So you can see we have declared four variables right here in the constructor of this class. And now we need to basically invoke a message, create a function which will create widgets. So we will call this function right here from the constructor, create widgets. So from the name itself, guys, this function will be responsible for creating the widgets that you see inside your desktop application. So we can simply print out something hi. And now we need to basically call this class, guys. So once ever you need to basically invoke like this tk, and we will basically call this class, pass the reference root. So we will start the application root dot main loop. This will start the application, guys. So once I basically say python app.py, it is saying that bad geometry specifier geometry. Okay, sorry, this needs to be X. So now guys, you can see it is invoked, and this high statement is printed out because it is calling this function that inside the constructor. So instead of printing high, guys, we will basically have display widgets on the screen. So this will be a simple label on the screen which will be there. The text here will be simply alarm date. So here we will allow the user to pick a specific date. So we will basically pack simply means that it will add this on the screen. So then we will basically allow the user to pick a date and time. So this will be a simple input field where user can text variable will be self dot alarm date. That's all. So date entry pack. That's all. So now we will basically have date button, tk button, self root text. So now guys, if you say select date, we will put a command here which will, this will be a simple function, select alarm date. This will be the function which will get called automatically whenever you click this button. So date button, date underscore button. That's, so if you see, if I reload this application, you will see 3 widgets on the screen. So we need to basically make this function which will be select alarm date. So for this guys, we will simply call top level self dot root. So this will basically show a pop-up window for the user to automatically select the date. Select date, and this will be a function which will automatically get called date alarm date dot set. Here we will convert the date to this value. This date will be expected in this format, which is y. This will for the month, and then it will be for the date. This is the format where we will accept the date. This is basically, we are initializing the library guys inside this function. We are calling top, and then we are placing it on the screen. So here we will basically, inside this calendar picker, we will have a OK button. So whenever user clicks the OK button, then we are executing this function that we created early on, select date. We will basically display this button, add this on the screen. So once you basically, after you select the date, and whenever you click the OK button, this function will get executed, select date. It will basically place that date selected in the alarm date variable that we created in the constructor. So this value will be stored inside this variable. So now what will happen guys, you will see if I reload the application, we have a button out there, click on that, and this picker window will appear. If you select any date, that date will be embedded inside this input field. So this is the thing right here. And after that, guys, what we need to do after we does that, we also need the similarly we need a label for selecting the time as well. So again, we will say self.root. This will be for the alarm time. So you need to select the time here. And then we will have a input field, guys, where we will enter your time. This will be equal to self.alarm time. And similarly, we will have the next widget, which will be the sound button, guys. So here you need to select the alarm sound which will play when your time reaches. So whenever you click this button, this function will execute select alarm sound. Now we need to make this function, which is select alarm sound. So inside this function, guys, what we need to do, we will only accept MP3 files. So for that, what we will do, audio files, MP3, like this. All files like this. So after you do this, we just need to say here sound file. We will initiate a file dialog, ask open file name, and title here will be select alarm sound, and then the file types will be equal to file types. Self.alarm sound is equal dot set. We will set the value which inside present set sound file. That's all. So after you do this, guys, after you select the sound which will play, and then we will basically have the notification message. This will also be a simple label, and this is a label here, notification message, and then we will show a simple entry input field where the user can enter that message. You can see that's all. So if you relaunch this application, this is the interface, alarm date, then we select our time, then we select our mp3 file, we can write the message here. And now we need a button, guys, which will actually select the alarm for us. So we need a button here to set the alarm at that date and time. So after that, we will have a button. So you can see we have this button widget, and we have set a function here, set alarm. We now need to make this function, guys, set alarm, which will actually set the alarm at that date and time. So right here, guys, inside this function, this is slightly complicated function. Basically here, we will get all the values which the user has selected. This is the alarm date, time, the sound file, and the notification message, all the four methods. And we are simply getting the values by the get method. And now we need to basically write all our code inside try catch block. So alarm date time, guys, alarm date time string, we need to basically format this code like this. alarm date time, date time string, and then we have alarm date time. So here we need to extract the date time using this method. So I have given the code in the description of the video, guys. This is slightly complicated, so what I will do, I will simply copy this function and explain to you what is happening here. So simply, guys, what is happening right here, we have a try catch block, and inside this we are simply fetching all the values, which is the date, time, the actual sound file, and the notification message, and then we are extracting the date and time and setting the alarm here at that position. And whenever we are calculating the time difference, the current time minus the alarm time, then we are giving the time difference, and then we are sleeping for that time period, and after that we are showing the notification message or playing a sound file using the play sound method of this module. So that's all, guys. This is the application, and if you relaunch this, you can now select your time, today's date. You can set the time here, which is 22, 30, 23. You can, sorry, let me relaunch this. Let me select today's date, and 22, 30, 25. Diwali notification. That's all. So today's time is click set alarm. So once ever the time reaches, guys, you will see whenever it reaches 25th second, the automation Diwali notification will come to me. You can see that. It will run in the background, guys. Basically, you can make your own work. You can do your own work. Whenever the time reaches out, basically it will show you notification. So now, guys, you will see it has shown you that notification, Diwali notification. And this is a very handy app, guys. You can basically run this application in the background, and automatically this will show you the notification alongside with the sound as well. So this is a simple alarm system, guys, which we developed in Tkinter library. All the source code is given in the description of the video. You can go to the description, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Until then, thank you very much.